Welcome back, because now we're going to discuss what happens after death in the studio. And this is a little fun thing that I do when I have death in the studio, and I've had many, as I think I've said. And as you pull out another canvas, you wonder if this piece is going to end up as tiny pieces that are not even good enough for collage. And that really is depressing, because we can do most anything with collage. There's an answer to this problem, but one we probably seldom take. Now, first I want you to find a timer, and I bet you have one in a drawer. You can use your phone, whatever. But place it on the table next to your easel or next to your computer if you're writing, or if you're working flat, put it on the table. And you set that timer for 30 minutes. And by the way, doing time pieces is great because you aren't thinking of editing. You aren't thinking. You're in the flow and you are creating. So you put out your colors. You pick a large brush. Now, do not use a small brush. That's a no-no. And bravely push start on your timer. Your focus is keen as you allow the paint to glide across the canvas or the paper. No time to think if the painting will be any good, and no time to think if it's sellable or decent. You are not thinking about creating a masterpiece. But by the end of the 30 minutes, and by the way, it actually feels like 5, you sit back and you take in what you've created. And I bet 9 times out of 10, to your surprise, the colors are crisp, it feels fresh. It has no resemblance of the million pieces in your trash can. Thank goodness. You didn't have time to overwork or overthink. And when you didn't know what to do, you didn't keep moving the brush around in hopes that something miraculous would happen. I want to share a story with you about one of my students in one of my workshops last year. Joseph was a very, very accomplished artist and was in my workshop this past summer, and he was totally frustrated because he felt that his work was stagnant, and actually it was. When I looked at it, it was. He needed something to give him a boost. And isn't it good to know that this happens to other artists? But actually it happens to most, if not all, artists. Growth can be painful, but being a seasoned artist, Joseph knew that he had to rethink his art. Now, the class had done a series of time paintings on Thursday. Now it's Friday, and those time paintings were so valuable for the entire class. So on Friday, the last day of the workshop, everyone's working hard on their final piece to be critiqued later that afternoon. And Joseph, though, decided he would do his final piece as a timed piece. And he selected 30 minutes. He was focused and he was ready. Now, to his delight and amazement, his painting turned out to be his best. After all week, this was his best. It was fresh, his neutrals beautifully done, and his values were perfection. The class witnessed this intense breakthrough, and we were all insanely happy for Joseph. There were even tears, I gotta admit, there were even tears. Now, I gotta say that slaving over a painting for days doesn't mean that it's better because you've worked on it hard and long. Sometimes it's best to trust yourself to do timed paintings. So today, go into your studio, set your timer for 30 minutes or less, and bravely push start. Doing these quick paintings will surprise you in their freshness, I bet. They may not be gallery material, but you are going to learn so much about creating. This is going to be one of the best things that you can do. What else is it going to do? What this is going to do is going to raise your confidence level because you are creating without judgment. And it looks darn good. And all of a sudden you're thinking, I really like these. I like the freshness. I love the freshness. Now, there are times when I go into the studio and I haven't planned the night before what I'm going to paint. And I'll go in and I'll think, I don't know exactly what to do. And I thought, hey, time paintings. I'm going to do time paintings. And when I do time paintings, and I do them, I will start out at 3 or 4 minutes, or 5. I'll go to 7 or 10 and 15 and then 20. I do the same drawing, like I will have my thumbnail sketch or an idea of what I'm doing, and I will do the same drawing, the same thing. So I'm not having to think up different designs. The design is good, so I just go for it. Use the same palette. You can change that. It's okay. But do this. It is going to help you so much. And after really crummy deaths in the studio, this is a real booster for your confidence. So I hope you enjoy this. Let me know, because I bet I'm going to hear that you love it. So I'll see you in the next video.